Welcome to the Spirit and Spirituality podcast, where we explore various facets of spirituality and their implications for us. The first question that comes to mind would be, what even is spirituality? Is it just a way for us to cope with the misery of our random, unfair lives? Is it something we make up to find hope and strength to continue? The assumption here would be that all that exists is what we can see with our eyes and touch with our hands. But the problem with that is our understanding of reality keeps changing from time to time. From a time when we believed that the earth was the center of the universe, from a time when we did not know that germs existed, to a time where we still don't understand why particles exist in multiple states and behave differently when they are observed. So it is safe to say that there is a lot that we have yet to learn. And so the unknown and the unproven is not necessarily untrue. The next question would be, are religion and spirituality the same or kind of similar? Even though the purported goal seems to be the same, these two don't see eye to eye. In fact, most religions don't see eye to eye with each other, with some claiming that theirs is the only way. The New Age movement of the 70s gave people permission to be spiritual without being tied to a particular religion. And this was liberating for many. They could step out of feeling forced to unquestioningly believe text that was written and edited over decades and centuries by multiple people, possibly with vested interests. With the New Age movement, they got permission to think for themselves and question information that was given to them. They found freedom to explore ideas, listen to testimonies from others, and then arrive at conclusions which they were free to play around with. They could alter their beliefs if they wished to. Let us assume that there is, indeed, a larger explanation to our existence beyond our physical existence and beyond our physical universe. How then do we study it with our current limited resources? With the criteria for study and research being very stringent, anything on the fringes of scientific study ends up being labeled para, such as parapsychology. Professionals such as psychiatrists or doctors feared ridicule from their colleagues and peers if they indulged their curiosity in these areas. In fact, they feared that their careers would come to an end and they wouldn't be taken seriously anymore if they actively pursued the study of a world beyond our perception. Nevertheless, some of them answered the higher calling, risking their professional reputation, and became the pioneers in the study and documentation of spirituality. They compiled data with ever-increasing empirical evidence and did a great service to the spread of the spiritual movement. Combined with the spread of meditation and yogic practices, one could truly say that the world is moving towards a higher consciousness now. The universal movement towards spirituality greatly benefited from these pioneers. Dr. Brian Weiss, as a graduate of Columbia University and Yale Medical School, Dr. Brian Weiss had everything to lose by entering the iffy past life territory. He was understandably conflicted when one of his patients, under hypnosis, spontaneously entered into the past life and also the space between lives. She also started channeling entities who claimed to be spirit masters. Dr. Weiss's skepticism was eroded, however, when she channeled his infant son, who had passed away at 23 days due to a rare congenital heart deformity, and also his father, who had passed away from a heart condition. After a lot of soul searching, Dr. Weiss made the difficult decision to be authentic and to risk his professional reputation by coming forward with these revelations. His testimony captured the imagination of the world and paved the way for many to come forward with theirs. Dr. Weiss started conducting seminars and experiential workshops, as well as training programs for professionals. Dr. Raymond Moody, another prominent figure in the spirituality space, is Dr. Raymond Moody, the son of an agnostic surgeon. After obtaining his MD, Dr. Moody worked as a forensic psychiatrist in a maximum security Georgia State Hospital. He began studying and documenting the phenomena called near-death experiences, or NDEs, when a psychiatrist, Dr. George Ritchie, told him about an incident where he was dead for nearly 9 minutes and recounted a journey into the afterlife while dead. In 1975, he published these experiences in a book called Life After Life. It is Dr. Moody who coined the term near-death experience, though now some experiencers prefer to call it the death experience because they feel it is more accurate. Other figures such as Dr. Deepak Chopra, Dr. Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay, Rhonda Byrne, and Anita Moorjani are others who have contributed to this movement, helping people to get in touch with their spirituality. Nurses and doctors in hospices and hospitals are now extensively sharing their experiences with end-of-life patients or NDE patients that point towards the existence of the spiritual world. Communication methods with the spiritual world include seances, automatic writing, verbal channeling, and mediumship, among others. Some mediums see symbols and images. Some channels simply get into a trance and allow the spirit to speak through them. Some don't remember what was said. Others stay conscious and put into words telepathic communication. Often, they claim that the ideas are shared so fast that they have trouble keeping up and conveying them in words. Many have channeled books for the benefit of those on the earth plane. One such channel was Anthony Borgia, who transcribed the thoughts of a deceased priest and author whom he had known in life, Monsignor Robert Hugh Benson. These writings were compiled into a book, Life in the World Unseen. In the next episode, we'll talk more about Monsignor. Till then, stay healthy, stay happy. Om Shanti. Bye for now. Namaste.